Pile 3. So, how does your crush view you? I think your crush may view you as somebody who may be a little bit rough around the edges, and somebody who maybe has faced a lot in your life. But at the same time you still have this beautiful pure energy within yourself. This very light, beautiful, innocent energy about yourself, even with everything that you've been through. I hope to be worthy one day for a love like yours. You definitely light my fire. My blood boils when I am near you. So this person really, they feel very sexually attracted to you. But they may feel like they are not worthy of your love. For some reason, they feel like they just aren't good enough to be with somebody like you. Give yourself a break. You don't have to know everything, and no one expects it. I'm working hard to find my worth. So really, this person really just wants to tell you to just take it easy. To just take it easy and to just enjoy your life and live in the moment a bit more. And they want to tell you that they are just working very hard to find their worth, to understand what they are truly worth, and they may view you this way as well. They may view you as trying really hard to find your worth and not feeling like you're worthy of them. But that you really, really light their fire and just bring them this passion into their life. And so we have the Panther. The Panther, a lot of times, is just something that is very dark, mysterious, you know, can be related to psychic gifts as well. Somebody very, I wanted to say predatory. Somebody who's very action oriented and goes after what they want. Somebody who is very aggressive in some ways, maybe even a little bit intimidating. Maybe you're somebody very, very strong, very passionate, very fiery. You really go after your dreams, your desires, your goals, and this can intimidate a lot of people and make them feel like they aren't good enough. Balance through teamwork and partnership, balanced thoughts and ideas, good at multitasking, actions to create balance, shared stability through life cycles, and learning priorities. So I have a feeling there may be a few of you who might watch more than one piles here. The Two of Pentacles was actually in the last reading as well. And there's some similarities between this pile and pile 1 too. But anyway, this person views you as somebody who's very balanced in your thinking. Somebody who really is very adaptable and flexible and who can work on a team very effectively. Somebody who finds teamwork and partnership very important and is really somebody who takes the actions to create balance. We have the Two of Wands and the Fool, the Five of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Page of Swords. So, how does this person view you? Somebody who may be a little bit combative, competitive in some way. Somebody who really takes action to express their truth. You might You may be somebody who fights in the background a little bit, though, more. Instead of facing things head on a little bit. Could be. You're somebody who really speaks the truth to fight for justice, though. Somebody that really takes a lot of leap of faith, goes on these new beginnings, these new journeys. Somebody who may have a lot of confusion that they work through on a regular basis. Somebody who is learning a lot from the conflicts in their life that they've been through, and maybe even the conflicting thoughts they have going on. somebody who is working very hard to gain greater knowledge and understanding, greater wisdom. I think you bring a lot of greater knowledge and wisdom and understanding to this person. I think you may help them to cut through the conflicts they have going on in their thoughts, or vice versa. One of you is the one feeling unworthy and the other one is the one doing that. I think, anyway. I think they view you as learning to be emotionally fulfilled in and of yourself, to be happy on your own without anything from the outside. They view you as going within to understand yourself, to gain greater knowledge of your worth and your value. They see you as somebody who knows what's valuable, what's most important. They see you as somebody hardworking, somebody who has a lot of goals and ambitions, somebody who knows where the true value lies and works hard for it. Somebody who is willing to put in the work and the effort, honest, somebody very honest and solid and stable, somebody who, and maybe even they think that you see them like that, and maybe they think that that's confusing that you see them like that, you know. They see you as somebody who is very able and capable of manifesting your desires, somebody who sees things from a very unique perspective and understanding, somebody who takes time out to look at things from all perspectives when there's some sort of conflict going on. And maybe they see you as planning action to go down this path. You're just trying to decide which path to take, and then you're going to take this leap of faith to feel that you are worthy enough and to go after what you want. And once again, it's connecting to the other piles as well. You may also, maybe they might view you as being a little materialistic, like money is very important to you, and that got you into some trouble, some sort of codependency trouble, where you were getting into toxic situations and toxic relationships because you were focused on all the wrong things. And now you're knowing what is valuable because you're seeing the illusions now. You're seeing this conflict and chaos that you've created in your life with these self-defeating behaviors. And now you're ready to go towards this transformation, to really explore your deeper emotions and to free yourself from any of these confusing thoughts, beliefs, ideas, any kind of conflict or chaos. And you're really ready to free yourself from that and to express your true passions and ideas and to have this victory through this awakening and through being able to express the truth, being able to come forward and be honest, being able to place your priorities where you want to place them instead of placing them where other people think you should place them just to please them, and maybe even leaving behind any feelings of inadequacy because of your shadow side as well, because everyone has a shadow and a light side. Back to pile one again. And I think they really view you as somebody who is starting to see the bigger picture and starting to visualize and dream of bringing your thoughts, feelings, and actions into alignment with who you truly are, and taking the actions necessary to bring what you deserve into your life, which is a strong, stable, solid foundation with somebody, and marriage, and union, and celebration, and life, and happiness and joy with somebody who would be on equal footing with you, having a real solid foundation and not one that's just mashed together with trying to please everyone else. So, oh, yeah, I think they're having a lot of new thoughts, new ideas, new understandings of just how valuable you are as well. So we have the Panther. Oh yeah, and pile four's animal card fell out for this one too, just before this one, because I didn't actually get to see the animal card from this one, but that one fell out with it, and I put it back, and then it came out again for pile four too. So if you watch this pile, I really wouldn't be surprised if you watched all four, and if you did, let me know in the comments, because it's interesting. Anyway, Panther, annihilation of the unnecessary and purging. The panther won't stand to see our growth or energy stagnate. Instead, it pounces into our lives and causes all kinds of havoc, with the ultimate intention of bringing us towards more fulfilling lives. It is unexpected, uncomfortable, and sometimes feels devastating. But after all the dust clears, it's easy to see the panther's wisdom at work. When we've all been through these experiences and they made us better people, trust that the panther's journey always leads to a brighter place. When in balance, brave and productive. When out of balance, self-destructive. To bring into balance, get rid of the unnecessary. So yeah, I think they view you as somebody who really just tore through their life like this storm and made them realize all these different things. And I think they really view you as helping them to learn and grow and helping them to have victory over any of their codependency issues, maybe even over their need to manipulate and control things to get the desired outcome, and maybe over placing their commitments and priorities on the wrong things, and really helped them to understand what a balanced partnership really is. So that's what I have for this pile, and I'd really love to hear your feedback in the comments below, because I would just really like to hear exactly what's going on in this situation. And if you have a suggestion for a future video, I'd love to hear that as well. I hope you have a beautiful night, day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. And please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. So for pile four, I think you're somebody who is very intuitive, listens to your intuition, listens to your instincts, listens to the signs and synchronicities you receive from the universe, somebody very connected to your guides, somebody who may have a lot of psychic gifts going on, somebody who really is very sensual, romantic, somebody who's very intimate. I don't know why intimate is the word that I wanted to come up with there, but you make me feel alive again, and I want to live. So this person views you as somebody who really fills them with life, and really makes them want to live, want to get out there and do things again, want to enjoy life, because you enjoy life so much, I think. I can't help but to think of you every time I see kindness. So you're somebody very kind, very giving, very loving, somebody very open-hearted, and you are somebody who would stop to make sure somebody was okay if they didn't look like they were doing okay. And every time this person sees somebody else doing something like that, somebody helping their neighbor who's an old lady carry out their trash, or helping somebody to on the side of the road to fix their tire, they think of you. I felt I had to walk away. I didn't know what I wanted, and I was hurting us both. So this may be somebody that you were trying to start something with, and they really didn't know what the hell they wanted. They were very in and out, hot and cold, on and off, and maybe they feel like that was you, and you had to walk away because you didn't know what you were wanting and was hurting them both. And it could go either way. I'm kind of feeling it the other way. Because if you're here watching, it's probably the other person that did this and wasn't sure what they were wanting. And it could be you too, and maybe now you're just trying to see what they feel about you. Could be. We can weather the hardships together. So, even though this person had to walk away because they really didn't know what they wanted, I think they view you as somebody that they could really get through anything with. And you really just make them want to live life instead of being stuck in some comfort zone relationship where it's stagnant and there's no growth. You're somebody who grows, who moves forward, who really is very spiritual and very filled with life, and just makes them want to live. So we got the camel, and we'll read that one here in a little bit. Camels, though, a lot of times, there's somebody who has a lot of reserves of the things that they need most, they have in reserves. They don't give everything that they have away because, they, like in the, what's making me think of that is when they're in the desert and, they can drink this water and then they can walk and walk and walk for a long ways in the desert. They only use what they need and they store the rest in their hump. It actually makes camel butter, I think. Anyway, they store the rest in their hump, and it's all this beauty that's stored there for when they need it. So they can withstand a drought. basically. They can withstand being alone while this person is off figuring out what they want. And, if it's a toxic situation or it's hurting you, then don't be waiting around for somebody. But if you're working on your own goals, doing your own thing, and hoping they'll come back one day, there's no harm in that. And I think that's kind of how they may view you a little bit. So there may have also been a third party situation here with this being the Three of Pentacles. But anyway, how do they view you? Willing to scale any obstacle. Somebody very knowledgeable, grounded, stable, reliable. Somebody who is able to rise above any obstacle through growth and determination and perseverance. Somebody who is very able to give and receive help and guidance. Not only are you teaching others, but you also learn from them. Somebody who has very balanced actions, thoughts, and ideas. And, I'm going to say this for this pile too. Pile 3 may resonate with you as well. And all the piles have kind of been seeming connected in a slight way, so there may be some connections there too. But pile 4's card actually popped out for pile 3. And I saw that one. I didn't see pile 3's card, but I gave them their card, and then I shuffled the cards again, and that card popped out for this pile. So it may be connected to pile 3. Go back and watch it if you feel drawn to. Anyway, overcoming challenges and teaching and learning. So you're somebody who really is very quite capable of overcoming any obstacle or challenge that comes up in front of you. You are very perseverant, very determined, very knowledgeable, somebody who really takes the time to learn and gain the knowledge if they don't have it as well, because you are determined to overcome anything that comes your way. We have the Queen of Cups, we have the Five of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Five of Chalices, we have the Empress, and we have the Eight of Pentacles. So, if this person isn't your ex, just take what resonates and leave what doesn't, and if they are your ex, then there's somebody who left you out in the cold. And, and I really do. It feels like an ex situation here because they walked away because they didn't know what the fuck they wanted, And it could have even been you that did, But, and maybe you learned from your openness to others, what not to trust. But I think it was the other way around, though. I think they left you out in the cold. They walked away, they left you out in the cold, and now because they walked away, they're really the one who is out in the cold. They're having this drought from your love because you have this abundance of love here. And not only do you save some for yourself, but you spread that love around to everyone around you. You're very open, loving, caring, maybe even psychic, intuitive. Maybe you knew long before they did that you really wanted this, and how deep your emotions traveled for them, and they didn't. And, I think maybe they want your forgiveness for walking away. They see this opportunity with you, this opportunity for something real, something solid, something stable, something true, something truly valuable. And there's all this abundance and fertility just behind that door. And the door is closing if only they could walk through it, But they're having a lot of shame and guilt over what they threw away, because it's kind of like they threw you away almost in a way, and now they're realizing that they threw away all this beautiful, amazing, nourishing love and emotion and care, this beautiful person who was there for them and who was so forgiving and who was so open and emotional and loving, and they're not seeing that there's this chance for this new beginning sitting right behind them because they're so engrossed in their remorse, their guilt, their sadness, their loss, their pain, and they may even be viewing you this way. Maybe you threw them away, and you want this new opportunity, but you're facing this guilt and this shame and this loss. But somebody here is working very hard, is working extremely hard, and planting all these seeds of abundance, and this abundance is finally starting to prosper because they put in all this determination, all this work, all this hard effort, this faith, this perseverance, this persistence, and now it's starting to bloom all around them. Sunflower is a really good song. Sunflower is a really good song. I think you would really like that. 'Cause you're a sunflower. That song. I think your love would be too much. And I think they just thought there was just so much love here, and maybe they weren't worthy of this love, you know. Maybe they've never felt this kind of love in their entire life, and they just didn't realize that that's what they wanted this whole time. This whole time they were wanting something like that, and they just threw it away. And now they're working hard and planning something, you know, and they want this abundant, fertile new beginning with you. They view you as somebody who has stepped into her power, who has taken her throne and her control back, and somebody who would be open to this love and open to forgive them if they did come back. Somebody who's able to go with the flow and is very knowledgeable and very nurturing and caring of everyone around them. Somebody who is really like the divine feminine, just somebody who is abundant and fertile and able to go with the flow and knowledgeable and peaceful and stable and solid and committed, somebody who's honest, filled with integrity and dignity, somebody who holds themselves with respect, somebody who knows their own value, and somebody who is working hard to free themselves, I think, from any kind of past pain or hurt and to learn from the past. Yeah. I think they also may view you as still seeing the light in the dark, still seeing the beauty within them, even if they did that, even if they were fooling around with other people and went off and went to be with somebody else, you know. Maybe they cut things off with you in a very abrupt way and a complete way because they didn't want to hurt you any more than they had already because they didn't know what they wanted. They really just didn't know what they wanted. And maybe it was you as well, you know, and they're very hopeful or viewing you as very hopeful that they will come forward and face their fears and express their truth, the truth of any greater wisdom or knowledge they have gained from this experience. They've gained a lot of knowledge from this experience, or you have. And I think it really has helped you to understand what was blocking you and to end those cycles and to have this new beginning. I think they just view you as having this new beginning after everything you've been through and you've fought your way out, and it's time for this new beginning. And they may view you as defensive of them a bit because of this